Is it nice?
Sorry?
The hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
It's really nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this where they put you when you started?
No.
Or where they put you?
They didn't.
Oh.
This is turkey. I said chicken. Forget it.
Hey, the grosses, we need them printed out, maybe rank and also by market.
Hey. The new draft.
What?
He wants you on the Los Angeles trip.
When?
Tonight.
Fuck.
Have fun.
Car leaves at 9. Wheels up at...
What do you want from me?
I just...
Tell me what you want me to do here. Do you want to keep working here?
I do.
Look, frankly, it's your call. I can file a complaint for you if that's what you want, but I think you know how it would come off. Should I file this?
What?
Can you deal with this?
What is it?
Wife?
Why me? Fine. Hello? Sorry? They're blocked?
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. For our video, this movie is about Jane has been working as a junior assistant at the movie production company. So she has been trying to adapt in the working environment of the semi-terrifying office culture. She also been faced a long hour of working. But there are the two main assistants that work together with Jane. But sometimes Jane have to go to another floor to send a new script to the another workers. Later, Jen started to feel something wrong of her boss. She trying to take an action toward that, but she being ignored and denied when trying to make a report. Finally, Jen realized that company environment exploited what exactly wrong was really going to happen there.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Hanisa binti Muhammad Saleh. First critical incident is favoritism. Synopsis of scene 1, Jay was asked by the boss to send Sina, the new assistant, to a 5-star hotel. Sina asked Jen if all the new staff will be staying at the hotel when they first came, to which Jen replied, they didn't. Afterward, she told Jen that she first met the boss during conference while she worked as a waitress, indicating she has no prior working experience as an assistant. The issue raised here is favoritism, is the practice of giving unfair profession treatment to one person. The boss is racist in the treatment of Sena, as he decided to place her in the hotel despite the fact that the employees other than Sena were not given the same opportunity. The effect is the act of favoritism by employer will cause lower employee morale and resentment. Aside from that, the employees will feel as if their hard work have been for naught. I recommend the employer should have sharing season with their employees. Next, the employer must evaluate the employee based on the work performance and qualification. In conclusion, we can take as a lesson about unprofessional behavior, which is obviously can affect relationship with the other and give additional problems. Critical incident 2 is disrespectful among colleagues. Synopsis of scene 2, Jane buy food for lunch and proceed to distribute the food among her co-workers. However, none of them are saying thank you, and one of her co-workers being to voice out his dissatisfaction over the choice of food. Afterward, he blatantly put back the food inside the bag and said, "Forget it," with a displeased expression. Issue arise here is disrespectful. It shows a lack of respect, rude and discourteous in the way that person speak or behave to someone. James show a disrespectful attitude toward Jen, and the co-workers does not even say thank you to acknowledge the deed Jen has done for him as buying lunch. The effect is the incident can cause a negative impact, and Jen, as she may feel irritated, isolated, unappreciated, even though she has done her best to treat her colleague right. The act of disrespect caused Jen to feel insulted and non-appreciated as a colleague. I recommend in the perspective the co-worker should learn how to respect other people, thoughtful of other people feeling, and learn to say thank you when people help him. Next, Jen need to stand up for herself by talking how she feel about their behavior. In conclusion, it's important for us to show professionalism during work and respect everyone regardless of their position. Critical incident 3 is work ethic. Synopsis of scene 3, as an assistant, Jen began her everyday routine as she cleaned and arranged the office. Even though she tired of doing the usual job every day, she does not slack off from her work and continue doing so diligently. The issue arise here is work ethic is related to excellent work ethic such as dedication and discipline. In this case, Jen display a good work ethic since she is very dedicated to finish the job no matter how tedious they are. She ability to maintain probably moral value within the workplace. The effect is this act will encourage a good employee habit, which is avoiding procrastination at work, and the employee also will be trusted by employer because of the commitment given. I recommend employers should encourage positive work behavior. Next, employers should give rewards such as bonus or promotion to diligent employees. In conclusion, we can learn a lot about the workplace environment from this video.
Hi, I am Nurishami binti Nazmi. Next, let's proceed with the fourth critical incident, which is use inappropriate language. The scene shows situation of conversation of Jane, male colleague, reply the harsh word when she said boss want him to go to the Los Angeles tonight. So the issue is there are one male colleague is use improper language when they being communicate at the workplace. All of this cause the embarrassment and negative vibe at the surrounding. So they will affect the situation is really inappropriate and unprofessional to be practiced because we cause the bad role play. Any harsh, cold, unnecessary word must not speak like what happened to the Jane. So the recommendation is employee must use a good communication tone when they're talking with each other because we create a good working environment. As a conclusion, we can get that this unappropriated language is rude, hurting, and never been practiced at the workplace. To make sure everyone must learn great communication skill and respect the others. Let's proceed with the discrimination. The scene shows Jane conversation to make a complaint but be reply. Is it needed to file this complaint? So the issue when Jane recognized that has something not right with her boss, Jane made the decision to report that been blamed and ignored by that official. She also worried that about the new young assistant Sheena that maybe there are sad exploitation at the workplace. But she been accused as jealous. At the same time, she also don't have much proof to prevent that situation of her boss. So the effect of this, the wrongdoer, even a boss must be follow the legal investigation if there are any complaint against them. And this just unfair to Jane being ignored and can cause stress. For the recommendation, the employee must be brave and not give up to stand with the right side. Even Jane not enough proof, but that complaint must be accepted and kept as a record. As a conclusion, the lesson can we get is to be responsible to our duty as an official, and if there any weird thing, we must complain and help our colleagues. Last, the critical incident is bullying. The scene explained when Jane went through a rubbish by her male assistant went to ask for pick up the call. The dialogue is Jane said what, and the male assistant said, can you answer this? But Jane said, why me? And family just agreed to answer that call. The issue is Jane answered that call. There is nothing involvement of his job scope, but Jane answering that, trying to help and being scolded because the credit of the caller, which is a woman, being declined. She said, can I try as a bank, but why be like that? But it's not about the bank, that woman said. This shows exactly she don't know what really happened at that situation. The effect of this, the bullying can cause a depression, and Jane looked like really hard to work at there. The working hour also long because she come work at the dawn and finish at the night. Not just that, even have a cleaner. She just do everything, and sometimes it's not related to job assistant scope to wash other colleagues at the pantry. The recommendation that employee must not take advantages to their multi-talented worker and make them to do everything that not their job description. The employee also must alert at the working contract and don't allow anyone to bully ourselves even that person position is a boss. As a conclusion, we can get from this is, as employees, we must know our right. Bullying will cause stress and depression, and we must take care of ourselves. We must work in a sustainability working environment and try our best to perform best quality of our duty. Be bold and don't simply agree to the other's job and make complaint when be bullying at the workplace.
So the conclusion, there are a lot of messenger that develop, and we can learn a lot about the workplace environment from this video, such as work ethic. We also can take a lesson toward a negative incident that easily happen in the workplace. Moreover, proper communication allows for better dissemination of information as well as stronger ability to work well with others when the situation calls for it. The quality communication in the workplace and can eliminate unnecessary problems and promote better performance.